Hey YouTube, it's your girl Diva Dimples coming in for week 29, I think. I'm sorry I'm late. Thanks to Super Chanel 79 for reminding me. I have been preoccupied or busy, if you can say, with a jewelry business that I have. And I'm preparing for an upcoming show this weekend. So I basically have been doing inventory, preparing for that. Well, let's get to the numbers. On my last update, I was actually 174. Well, in 2 weeks, I am 172. That brings me to a 2 pound loss. I think it was like a pound a week. I'm happy with that as long as I'm continuously losing instead of gaining. I'm happy with that. And I still want to get to goals. So I'm glad my body is still, continuously dropping. Last week, as you know, I explained to you, or 2 weeks ago, I explained to you that my upcoming appointment with my surgeon was coming. I think it's like my 7-month checkup. And we went over a couple of things, a couple of my concerns. We went over my blood work. Well, all is well with my blood work. All my vitamin, protein levels, and all that good stuff is in line. One thing that they have decided to start me on is calcium citrate. I think that's what you call it. So basically I'll be starting that, but everything else looked good. I did bring up the concern about the swallowing of the food. Okay, here's my idea, or here's what I think of what's going on with me. It's twofold. I truly believe that my doctor sold me a little too tight, because at this point I'm like 7 months out. I shouldn't have to still feel like a little discomfort. It is not too bad, but a little discomfort when I'm swallowing. But what I figured out is that, because I'm like, okay, I'm taking small bites, I'm chewing, and I'm swallowing, but I still feel a little discomfort every now and then. Well, when I was speaking to my nurse practitioner, when I was at the doctor, we basically was just, going over some things, because I wrote some things down and brought it in about like when I'm feeling the pain, what am I eating? And I found out it's the textures of certain things. It's not necessarily that I'm, eating big pieces or I'm eating too fast. And of course, if you eat big pieces or you're eating too fast, it definitely can, because it's like, think about it, it's like a pipe. So basically it's going in like a pipe, and if you eat too fast, it's going to back up. That's what a pipe does. Or if you put big pieces in that pipe, it's going to like get stuck. So you have to think about that when you're eating. It's like a tube, and anything you pack on it is going to stop you up. So basically I found out for me it's the textures of certain foods, like certain fruits, that's fibrous, sometimes lettuce and things of that nature. I'm still not able to digest as well, or I really have to make sure I really chew it up before it goes down. But I'm just being mindful of when and what I eat and how good I chew it up, because the only alternative from what my doctor is saying is that if it continues where I'm still feeling a little discomfort, they will have to go in with a scope and I guess like open me up. And God knows I don't want them to do that, because I don't want to start eating and not get to my goal and I'm close to it. So that was that. Well, another one of my 9 scale victories this week was that, this is so funny. I don't know if you guys have these things that you think of like, okay, well, I used to couldn't do it when I was overweight. Well, there was 2 major things that I always said, and this may seem so silly, that I wanted to do once I lose weight, that I've never done. One of them was to cross my legs. I've been doing that. I didn't even think about it for like weeks now. Crossing my legs. It makes you feel feminine. It makes you feel like a woman. But that was something that I couldn't really do when I was overweight. Another thing that I never done because of my body was wear a shirt completely tucked in with a belt showing. Never did that in my life. Always had on a belt, but I always had a shirt long enough to cover my stomach, my butt, or whatever like that. But I never had the opportunity to, wear a shirt without a belt. Well, this past week, I forgot to tell you guys, it was my birthday. So, and I live in New Orleans, Louisiana, so we were celebrating the Saints playing, and we got beat that week. But the Saints playing and my birthday at the same time, so I had a little party, and me and my family and friends, we got together. And when I tell you, we had so much fun dancing. I mean, that can break you out in the sweat in itself. And I think I danced for like 2 hours. It was like a total workout, and that was something that I really enjoyed. And I was like, you know what? From now on, I'm gonna just, sometimes when I'm home, I'm gonna just turn on the radio or turn on a CD or something and just dance. I mean, I was sweating and everything, but I was just so excited. It was my birthday. I got a lot of wonderful gifts, and I was so happy about that. Well, another adventure this week was, I ventured back off in my childhood, and I say, you know what? Sometimes the simplest things can be the most positive things in our life. And looking at a couple of personal trainers online, I picked this tip up. But this week I went and purchased a jump rope, and I started jumping rope. I don't know, this may be a little too much information. Take off your clothes, shake everything, jump up and down. Everything that shakes is what I want gone. So basically what I've been doing, in the evenings when I get home, before I go walking or exercising, I have been jumping rope, and that burns calories. It gets everything moving, and I'm excited about that new exercise that I picked up, and I really have fun with it. Jumping rope, I do one leg, I do two legs, it reminds me when I was a kid and I used to play double dutch, and I was really good at it. Another thing I was proud of myself as a 9-scale victory was, normally every other day I go to the park, which is locally here around my home, and I walk about 3 miles, and I also do running. Well, I've been building myself up with the running because of course, walking 3 miles at a fast pace is not hard, but I used to do like walk, run. But this week I was proud of myself and had to pat myself on the back because I ran a whole mile. At first, when I was running, I was like, you know what, let me stop. Then I was like, you know what, I don't have to stop, let me push myself. So I really pushed myself, and I was so surprised to know that I ran a full mile without stopping. I just think sometimes when we get it in our mind to do something, we can do it. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I just kept at an easy pace. I breathed in and breathed out, hold my stomach in, and I just thought mentally. When I felt like stopping, I'm like, you can go a little more. You can get to that bench right there. You can get to that tree right there. And before you know it, I ran an entire mile. So I was so excited. And that just goes to show you, whatever we put our minds to, we can do it. Like I said again, I definitely want to get to my goal, but like my doctor told me, it's not a rush. A lot of people feel that after your 6 months, oh, you stop losing weight. Now, of course, when you're bigger than you were, you're going to lose weight fast. But as you start losing the weight, you're going to find that your body is not going to release the weight. You have to work at it, basically, but you're still losing. I have friends that's 18 months out in the surgery that's basically still losing weight, and my doctor said, yes, you can still lose weight 18 months out. You just, of course, moderation with food, getting your water in, exercising. It's the simplest things. People, when you're overweight, people say eat right and exercise, you be like, oh, whatever. But basically, that's what it has to do. And I tell anybody all together, it's like, people think, oh, you took the surgery as the easy way out. Hell no. Because guess what? I still have to exercise. I still have to eat right. So basically, it's just a tool to get us where we need to be. Well, I wanted to just give you a short update on how I'm doing. Everything is fine. We're still in the fight. I'm still losing weight. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I also post on obesity.com a before and after picture, because oh my God, until I saw the pictures, I didn't realize how big I was, because when the doctor showed me the picture that I took prior to surgery, I was like, oh my God. And then I look at myself now, I just can't believe the transformation, because like I told you before, I still feel fat. And she said that's normal in your mind. It's like your mind has to catch up with your body. But I'm still on a positive path. Like I said again, thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for all the, I try to answer everybody's question. I hope I answered it the best of my knowledge. I can only give you from what I experienced or what others have experienced. So any questions you want to post to me, I'll be glad to answer them as to the best of my ability. But I love you guys. Let's keep in the fight. Let's keep motivating each other. I'm still watching your videos. I hope you're watching mine. And let's get this weight off of us, guys. Have a nice day.